Since we were last here, we've had some mixed results and we're clinging on to a playoff place. Today, we've got a couple of crucial games against teams we should be beating. Can we cement ourselves in the playoffs, or are we going to give ourselves work to do? Welcome back to Buxton 2.0. So since we were last here, you can see our form. We've had 3 wins and 3 defeats in our 6 games. Since that 0-0 draw against Scarborough, we lost 5-2 to Hartlepool in the league away from home. Kyle Kelly, Jaden Davidson and Kit Lenihan are getting 1, Terry Rushton getting 2 for them. Frank Edwards scored an own goal and Sam Bell scored for us, but yeah, well and truly beaten in this game. We then beat York 2-1. Alcock and Stewart scoring either side of James Tilley's goal. Martin McLean sent off as well, which helped Stewart get that late winner. And then we beat Aldershot 5-2. 2 from Norris, 1 from Bell, 1 from Stewart and 1 from Blasic. Gave us a comfortable victory with Watson and McKiernan scoring for Aldershot. Then back-to-back defeats without scoring. 1-0 against Solihull Moors, Andrew Dallas scoring the own goal, and 4-0 against Bromley. 2 from George Alexander helped them get all 3 points there as well. Before we bounce back in some style, beating Gillingham 6-1. We had 2 from Bell and Alcock in this one. 1 from Appiah and 1 from Stewart. After Butterfield put them ahead. So we responded well to the early goal. Stewart did get an early booking though, which means he's now banned for the game against Kidderminster, as is Lucas Stevenson. In fact, Stewart has a 2-game ban, so he's going to miss both games today, Kidderminster and Halifax. It's going to be a big blow, really. You can see he's joint top scorer in the league, so it's going to be crucial that we replace them goals with Dixon. You can see the league table here. We are one of 2 teams on 39 points, just in the playoffs in terms of goals scored. We are only 3 points behind Rochdale in 3rd place, though. League title is done. As far as we're concerned, 11 points behind Torquay. It's going to need a miracle for us to catch them. 3 points ahead of Barnet, but there's a whole host of teams. You can look down to Southend in 13th place that are still in the hunt. So basically, anyone really from 3rd to 13th has a good chance of getting in the playoffs this season. So we need to put a run of wins together again. And we are going to... Why has this done that? Dixon and Hughes in for Stevenson and Stewart. Smith and Brisley onto the bench. Thank you very much. So we've got Roberts, Hughes, Appiah, Hanks, Monroe, McConnell, Blasic, Alcock, Norris, Bell and Dixon. 21 goals between Bell and Dixon is pretty decent. Norris has got 8 as well. So I think we've got goals in the team to replace the 23 scored by Stewart. And yeah, hopefully they can put in a good performance today. We can go and get a crucial victory and try and seal ourselves in the playoffs as much as we can. Kidderminster are struggling this season as well, so we're going to tell them that we are in good form. They are not. Let's go and show them why. Kidderminster coming out in a 4-2-3-1 formation. We know that doesn't work. We've tried it for so long. It does not work. Obviously, us in our 4-4-2, unchanged for the past couple of episodes now. And yeah, you can see that Kidderminster down in 22nd place. They are fighting for survival. So there is a good chance they could come away with all 3 points. It's always tough playing teams battling for their survival, battling relegation. The sort of games you don't want in this end period of the season, really. And being away from home will make it a bit tougher as well. But I think we do have the quality in our team to go out and win this game. What we're not sure, though, is quality in these opening 20 minutes or so. There's been a shot apiece. We just had our second one. Kidderminster having the only shot on target so far. No highlights, though, in the opening half an hour of this game now. Let's give them some words of encouragement, can we? And we do have a free kick. McConnell hits one, and it's just over. I thought they might have just nestled in that top corner there, but now we are starting to get a couple of highlights. Truman's goal kick downfield. Dixon brings it down. Hanks, and there was space at him to the left if Dixon could have found that pass, but he plays it safe. That ball forward is going to run straight through to Truman. Nobody's getting on the end of that. Truman's now going to look downfield once again. Hughes first time to Appiah centrally. Alcock in midfield. Into Bell. We're now into their half. Dispossessed by Home though. Good tackle there. Reed. Surrounded by two and one back by Hughes. McConnell into Bell, but it's space ahead of him. It's a great ball through for Dixon. Can Dixon finish? He's chipped the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 to Buxton. That's a lovely finish. Bell and Dixon linking up there. It was a great through ball to find Dixon. And that was a beautiful finish. We did so well here. Hughes and McConnell doubling up to win the ball back. McConnell into Bell, and this through ball is perfection. One touch and just a little cheeky dink over the goalkeeper. Gives themselves a round of applause. Well and truly deserved round of applause, in my opinion, as well. And it does give us the lead here. As it stands, we move up a place into 6th as we go into half time with that 1 goal advantage. Doing well, but we can find an extra gear here. We are going to take off Blazic. We'll switch him with McConnell, and then yeah, let's do a couple of switches. I wasn't going to do that, but we're going to bring on Harry Smith. That's a lot of moving around in terms of players, but hopefully it's not going to come back and bite us. Hopefully Smith can show he is good enough to bag a few goals as well. Yeah, but Blazic has been struggling quite a bit for fitness over the past few weeks, but I just can't drop him. You know, he's been playing fantastically, and as much as he needs a rest, we're at the crunch point of the season. We need as many players that can play on the pitch as we hit the post there. Smith goes all the way back to the centre circle when he could have turned and hit it. Okay, Bell's header is wide. So we did hit the post there off that free kick, as I was waffling on about fitness. But yeah, not quite sure what Smith was doing. Barker, free kick out to Lewis. Ball just to Appiah. There was nobody really in that area. Bell, back to Appiah. He knocks one forward for Smith to try and chase. Richards brings it down. Some decent little football here from Kidderminster. Berry, in behind for Reed. Splits the defence. And Liam Reed has the equaliser with 15 minutes to go in this game. What do we do now? Appiah's going to come off if he's anxious. And don't know. Norris back to left back, and we'll bring on Turner Cook on the left wing. That's what we're doing. We need to go and try and find a winner now. We can't really be afforded to be dropping points in a game like this. It was a good ball from Berry. It was a player that just stepped out, and he just played it in behind him where that gap was. It was a good finish by Reed as well. So we are back level. Let's go. Very attacking. We can't demand any more again, but we are going to encourage as soon as that becomes available. We have a free kick right on the edge of the area. McConnell's going to take this. James McConnell, what a free kick that is for his second goal of the season. What a goal that is. This was beautifully placed. It might have just clipped the post on the way in. What a goal that is from James McConnell. We've just dropped down to cautious as well to try and see out this win. Hughes with a throw in to Bell. Back to McConnell. Dispossessed by Lewis. But McConnell blocks that clearance. Now he's chasing down Carson, who does clear. Mallon steps in. Hughes lumps it forward. Samuel's header. McMahon. Luque. Berry. Looks over the top for Reed. Hits one from Ranger, and if that had gone in, that would have been one of the goals of the series. Just over the bar. We're into a couple of minutes of stoppage time. This will be the last highlight you'd imagine. We have 50 seconds left. McConnell goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Hanks. Back to Roberts. Mallon on the edge of his own area. Clears downfield for Bell, and Richards missed a header, and Alcock storms in. Smith may have been offside there. Truman gets a hand to it. The flag has stayed down, and that will seal the game. It's 3-1. And we are taking all 3 points from this game. Great ball forward, but yeah, Richards missed that header and Alcock was just running forward. And in fact, yes, the left back just played Smith onside. Truman did get a hand to it, but not enough to keep the ball out. And Smith gets a goal. We'll see here that the left back played him on. You can see quite clearly onside. And it's a decent little finish. And it's 3-1. And that is all 3 points for Buxton FC. I can tell them we don't want to become too comfortable, no complacency creeping in, as I saw in a couple of players. And I believe Solihull Moors also did drop points. Sorry, Yeovil dropped points. They lost to Gateshead. So we do move up into 6th place. Rochdale won. Exeter lost, so we gained on Exeter. Torquay drew, so we gained 2 points on Torquay. It's now 9. They do have a game in hand out. Oldham. How did the rest of these rounds? Oldham won. Gillingham won. Solihull Moors also won. And obviously Yeovil lost. So we gained a couple of points on Torquay. We've gained the place. And now we're going to focus on Halifax. You can see there, they're in 15th place. So we'll start off on the transfer page where there's been a couple of outgoings. Both to FC United of Manchester, Freddie Price and Harry Smith, both joining them on free transfers. Price was a good player but never really fit in to our current tactics. Very, very good player. He'll do wonders at FC United of Manchester. I wish him all the best there. And Harry Smith, who'd been a bit part player, obviously came off the bench last time out and scored for us. 6 goals in 14. It's a very, very good record. He was brought in during our ill-fated target forward system. Yeah. But he's gone to FC United Manchester. Hopefully he can get some good game times again. Pretty decent player. Just didn't really fit in with what we wanted from the squad. And at 30 years old as well. He deserves his chance to really go and shine. So yeah, there's 2 outgoings there. We are now going to play Halifax in the league. We've got Robert Stevenson returns at right back, Apaya, Hanks, Monroe, McConnell, Blazic, Alcock, Norris, Bell and Dixon. We've mentioned Gibson, Hammond, Turner, Cook, Mallon, Hughes and Tasdemir. No real midfield options in there, but you can see we've got injuries to Toraj, obviously Stewart suspended, and then we don't really have enough midfielder on the bench, so that is what we need to look at in the summer. Without that, the transfer window is now closed as well. We didn't really have any plans of spending in that, so I'm happy with the squad, minus the lack of midfielders. I'm going to tell them to get revenge on Halifax this time out. I can't remember what happened to them us last time against them, but we'll get revenge regardless. So we come out obviously in our 4-4-2 system. Halifax is also in a 4-4-2. Interesting. A couple of new gens in their team as well. So they're 15th place. They're 5 points above the relegation zone. 14 points off playoffs. So I don't think they'll get playoffs. I think that's done and dusted for them. But a couple of wins will see them safe this year. We did drop out of the playoffs as well because we were the last game to be played this weekend. So we know where everyone else stands as well. A victory for us today would put us up in 5th place. So hopefully we can go and do that. But again, pretty quiet start to this game. Finley Monroe has picked up a booking. Norris with a free kick out right. Blazic gets his head to it, but it's over the bar. It'd been very, very, very tough to score from that angle. It'd been a wonderful goal, had he. We will get some encouragement to the lads there. We are at home as well. So hopefully we can use the crowd behind us. McConnell back to Stevenson. Can we find a cross in? Instead it goes back to McConnell. Hanks. What a goal that is. It's lovely teamwork. I think McConnell shaped to shoot. I think the defenders thought he was either going to shoot or go across the goal. Instead, he cuts it back to Hanks. The centre back that high up from throw in is very, very interesting. But yeah, it's a great finish from him as well. Wonderful, wonderful play. Thinks it back and Hanks just levers it into the roof net. What a hit that is. I don't think anybody would have wanted to have been in the way of that one. And we are now just 1 point off of 2nd place. And I think Torquay might have lost. I didn't pay much attention to results yesterday. But it's now 6 points with a game in hand for Torquay. Maybe as we lose the ball in our own area, Langstaff equalises. Didn't quite jinx it there. Very, very nearly did. Hanks, the goal scorer, is at fault for that one, and it's a poor error. He's got a man out left, which he gives it to, and then here he just needs to be getting rid of that. You can't take a touch and turn inside your own area, and Langstaff races in and equalises for 1-1. There's a highlight straight from kickoff, though. Can we get straight back into the lead? Alcock loses the ball. Simon, Harrop, Dwali. So Dewall, there's no I on the end of that. Zanzela can't get there. Langstaff can, though. Harrop. Stevenson wins the ball, but it comes back to Harrop, who Stevenson gets in once again to block that cross. Apaya, back to Stevenson. Blazic to McConnell, and there's space opening up now in this pitch. Bell, Blazic, Apaya. We've got 3 minutes left of this half. Alcock. It's a very long highlight, this one as well, from the kickoff. McConnell, can he find a ball in behind? He can for Bell. He needs some support. Holds it up, pulls it across for Dixon, and Will Dixon gives us the lead a minute after conceding. Once again, it's a lovely, lovely work ball, and Bell did so well. He did so well. He found his way into this channel, kept it in, kept it alive. His first touch wasn't great, but keeps it in there. Just about, pulls it back for Dixon, just scoops it round the defender, uses the defender to block off the keeper's view, just scoops it round him into the back of the net as well. But yeah, saying Kentucky must have lost, so maybe there is just a chance of a late title run if we can keep winning. We're going to task them to stay focused, don't let complacency creep in. It's made a couple of players stressed and anxious, so maybe we take a couple of them off. Do we take anyone off? I may have changed my mind once again. I don't think we do at this stage. Monroe isn't having the best game, so maybe we bring Mallon on for him. And on that booking as well, last thing we want is him to go over a rash tackle, get himself sent off and leave us down to 10 men for the rest of this game. Let's actually not do nothing. We won't risk upsetting the players like I do so often. I don't know when that Torquay game in hand is either, so we need to keep an eye out for that. Stevenson, I thought, was getting himself sent off there. McConnell, though, clears the ball down to Bell, and it's 2-on-3 here. Bell knocks ahead of him, but Deborah steps in. Harrop switches play. Joaquin Peters looking to have a run at Mallon, but it's a poor ball. Mallon back to his goalkeeper, who clears first time towards Dixon, who will get there. Norris has made their overlap outside him. Norris, can he find a ball in? There's a man free at the back post. It's gone to Belly instead, and Sanford, what a save that is. He just spreads himself as wide as possible, gets his fingertips to it to push it out for a corner ball. A player which is going to take this straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Sanford. And I think we look at making them final couple of changes now. Blazic will go off. We'll switch him with McConnell once again. Same with Dixon, and then we'll let's bring on Tazdemir up top. He hasn't played too much recently. And if we move Mallon centre back to switch with a Apaya, Norris goes back to left back, and then we will bring on Turner Cook, who we are trying to teach the left wing role. All of these attacking wingers that we've got, we are trying to get them familiar with, the left and right mid roles. So we need to give them some game time in their position. Stevenson wide right tries to find Dixon, but defender steps in. Langstaff now. There's 23 minutes left of this football game to play. Harrop, who's looked a real live wire in this game, cuts inside. Simon, or Simon as I keep calling him. Roberts parries it out. Langstaff gets there and tucks it in. And it wasn't the best save from Roberts, but Langstaff showed a turn of pace to get there before his defender. But it was not good enough defensively. There was no closing down. Roberts has to be pushing out for a corner. Has to be. Yeah, and Langstaff just a bit more alive to the ball. And it's 2-2, and I think we are going to have to go very attacking once again here. And actually, Halifax have been the better team looking at statistics. I haven't really been looking at them. But yeah, Halifax have been a better team. They have a throw in here with Golden. King Peter swings one in, but Mallon's going to get there. 6 or so minutes, and McConnell plays the pass. And I think it's Dixon on that right-hand side, and it just runs away from the ball. Stevenson's header. Mallon can't win that. Zanzala blazes over. I want to give some encouragement here. We've got 3 additional minutes. Can we find a late winner, or are we going to drop points? We are going to drop points, I think. Mallon keeps it alive. Gives it away to Johnson. That stupid play. Oh, we really can't be affording to drop points here to Halifax. And it might not only be 2 points dropped. They could win it here. Johnson, it loops up into the hands of Robertson. That surely is going to be the game. It is. We've dropped 2 points. And I'm going to tell them that is not good enough. And that could be crucial. We are just in the playoff places, but we could have given ourselves a chance at the title because Torquay play Rochdale as well. Oh, we can't be dropping points in games like this. That is so disappointing. We are going to come back for the last 2 games of the season, which will be a crucial game against Torquay and then Scunthorpe as well. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.